guys. Hello, meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. Today we're going to talk about the coronavirus cases in the United States and how they're doing as a country. Now, I did a video, of course, many times on this channel before, and they've been doing well. But I do want to try to cover some more of the real world issues and get everybody up to speed on what's going on with the viruses. It's actually good news in the bunch of news. I actually am proud to tell you this. Let me just quickly get this OBS out of my face here for a second. So let's take a quick look at the graph. Why am I... Oh. You always do that. I know. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to that. We gotta get to the right screen. Michelle's on the wrong screen. I'm on the wrong screen, but that's why I didn't click on it yet. Alright. So let's get started with the actual numbers. Yeah, I got a lot of apps and pop-up windows in here. Okay, so let's get started. Here is the graph for the number of cases as of right now. It is, it's actually, so I'm using the same site as last time. Confirmed cases in the United States, 4,391,272. Total cases in the U.S. and a total of 151,088 deaths. Now, you will notice out here that some states, the cases are dropping quite a bit. In other states, not so much. So I'm going to show you the numbers in my immediate area because this might be interesting to you. New cases a day in New Jersey is really not moving up any. Connecticut is dropping off a rock. Yes. California is starting to reduce too, so down to about 4,000 cases a day. And Massachusetts is also dropping down to less than 1,000 cases a day. So we're seeing some changes. However, Michigan is kind of went up just a tiny tad, but not much. Florida is dropped, but just ever so slightly. It's almost embarrassing. There's about 10,000 cases in Florida right now for today. Maryland is going up slowly, and in Illinois is starting to reduce to about 1,500 cases. So we're starting to see some positive changes. Louisiana is dropping too. So the hot spot right now is Texas. Texas, it's still steaming. Now, as we go through, and I'm going to look at other places here. Okay, U.S. territories, Guam has 349 cases. Northern Mariana Islands has 40 cases. Puerto Rico has 16,061 cases. U.S. Virgin Islands has 375 cases. And in states and territories, I don't know why they organize them this way, but it looks like California has 8,722 cases of deaths, confirmed cases of 475,014, Florida 451,423, and deaths of 6,456. New York had 419,006 cases, with a total of 33,474 deaths. The first thing I'm wondering is this the daily cases, or is this per the time the virus has been in the United States? So let's see if I can get, okay, I wish I was seeing this sorted out here by day. I don't see it by days here, but I guess it's in the order of most to least. Alright, so in that case, California is the worst, Florida is the next worst, New York is the next worst, Texas is bad. Deaths are higher right now, peaking in New York, but then New York had a case as longer than March 23rd anyway. So if this goes all the way back to March 23rd, you're going to see more cases, right? And as we go down here, now we have Arizona as a hot spot for other reasons than the virus, but I'm going to throw in Arizona, Oregon, and Washington State. Washington State has 54,205 cases, a total of 1,548 deaths. Connecticut is doing good. We did have some deaths, but it's dropped since. Don't forget, I think this goes all the way back to the total number of cases in each state reported, so it doesn't really help when you're trying to understand where the numbers are. But it's they're out there. It sounds like almost like a Prego commercial. Prego commercial? It's out there. Now, so that's where we stand with the cases. I think that we're going to see that Connecticut is indeed flattening the curve, as is Massachusetts is doing pretty good. Almost all the states are doing good. As we go back to the map, we see that a lot of the states are going into the lighter reds, except for the states that we already know are predominantly in the lead. So let me go back to the map here, and you will see what I'm talking about here. So which states are opening yet? Well, that's a great question because that's not the case. Okay, so here we got California, confirmed cases. Then we have Arizona, confirmed cases. Nevada, New Mexico, Texas. Okay, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina is doing pretty good. They not got too many deaths. North Carolina is a hot spot. Pennsylvania is a hot spot. New York State is a hot spot. Massachusetts is a hot spot, but maybe not super hot, but it's hot. Connecticut, it's kind of hard. Connecticut's just this little stupid little thing on the tiny spot. This New York. Come on, give me Connecticut. Here we go. Okay, there's quite a few deaths, but don't forget this is apparently it's from the beginning of the virus. So we are doing better, but as we saw in the graph, they did show that as of this is the monthly totals. Connecticut, this show that by July 29th, the deaths and the case numbers are dropping. And here's what I can give you a quick recap of what it says on NBC News, just real quick here. It says, and while New York and New Jersey outbreaks are the largest, several other states with high population saw outbreaks as well. Note that cases in the U.S. are increasing due to life improving and testing capabilities as well as more people catching the disease. Yeah. But see the number of confirmed cases in the U.S. and territories. There's a map down there in the bottom. So we are seeing cases on the rise. So now let's talk about the next thing. What's going to happen with our stimulus checks? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell are fighting like two little brats. They are each being like the North and South going exact. One doesn't want to go one way, the other wants to go the other way. And they won't go side by side. They won't even negotiate. They're just, no, I want this, I want that. Okay. So what are we talking about what they do agree on? They agree on a lot of the stuff. But Nancy Pelosi is insisting on pushing for the unemployment stimulus boost. And Mitch McConnell says he's not willing to negotiate on that much. He might consider negotiable, but yeah, we'll see. She wants to see more liability protection for individuals in case of companies of doing gross negligence and doing wrong. And then Mitch McConnell doesn't totally disagree with that, but he's not totally agreeing with it either. So we might see the stimulus check might get delayed. Just be aware of that. Unless they decide to make them separate bills. I don't think they're going to do it at all. They're not going to make it separate bills. Okay, that's just not the way they're thinking right now. And of course, I'm looking to see if there's any comments, and there isn't. That's not surprising. You guys don't usually leave me a lot of comments on the show. By the way, I want to thank, I got some donations. I want to thank the donor for the donation to the channel. I appreciate so much your support. I really do. One of my viewers kind of got a little bit upset with the F-bombs and the N-words. And I absolutely agree with them that the F-bombs and the N-words have got to stop. They are terrible. Okay, I will try. But I do ask, of course, that at the same time that we can actually begin the process of getting information together. How you doing, Jerry? Hey, what's up, friends? Not much. I just sharing what was going on with the coronavirus cases in the United States, which shows in our immediate area that they're starting to drop. Let me get the video comments up on the screen, because YouTube, unfortunately, still has not yet fixed the problem that is affecting us. That is, we can't seem to get any numbers coming in. Yeah, they haven't get that fixed yet, where they're showing us the numbers of people at this time that are, appreciative of the show. I know that we have fans, and the fans are like, "Hey, your show is groovy. We like your show. It's right in the face. It's right up there. It's honest. It's in your face. It's right now." Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I actually, I'm trying really hard to grow the channel. We're way down to 660 subs, but how many of them were just in it for the ride and didn't really have any concerned interest in the newsworthy stories? We're trying to give the world the facts as we can. So yeah, there is definitely an issue. Now you'll notice that this computer works fine. It's just that I make it work really hard with the software. The software does not have the features that the other software has, where I can basically, okay, this because CamTwist was designed back in the time when everybody was using El Capitan, and it was video card agnostic. Only problem is, if it used my video cards, GPU, it would have been a lot faster, but hey, it's okay. It's free software, don't bitch. Anyway, so, what about the gameplay shows? Well, the gameplay shows are doing really well. Of course, they are not on this channel. They are on the Welcome to My World channel, knowingly full well that the majority of the audience is not going to give a crap about the games. Some people do like them, some don't. If you do like the games, that's great. Welcome to the game channel. If you don't, that's okay. I will do my best to keep the two separate. Occasionally, I will drop a hot goober on you and share you a little bit of the gameplay, just so you can see what you're missing if you are interested in watching game players on the internet. But that's something we'll do for the future. So anyway, the point is, back to the main topic, is are we going to get the stimulus bill passed by the end of the month? I don't think so. Are we going to get it passed by the 8th or the 7th? I don't know. I really wish I could tell you the answer to that. I wish I could say, yes, it will be passed and it'll be guaranteed and it'll be really awesome and it'll be really cool. Sorry, I don't think so. There's just absolutely, it's just dragging on and on and on and on. But I do got a question for Donald Trump. Why are you pushing so bad your new and improved idea of building a FBI building next to your hotel? Are you still worried about your security of your hotel? No, he's worried about having a competing hotel built right next to him. Like, it really matters, right? Come on, Donald Trump. You got his son, Donald Trump Jr. He's a real estate guy. You buy the building next door. You buy the land next door. You have him buy it. You have him build on it, and you can have him lease it to the FBI. That's what you do. And you leave it out of the American budget. Okay, let's get on to the things that America really needs right now, which is jobs, 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 and coronavirus treatment and testing, and then we can deal with your little dog and pony show. But right now, it's not going to happen. Okay, it's just not going to happen. I don't know why you are pushing this. I don't understand your logic behind this. But whatever listens to me. So, yeah, you just have to take it with a grain of salt. But, yeah, it's just stupid. Are we going to be live tonight at 7 o'clock? Yes, we are. What are we going to cover tonight? I don't know. And there's nothing right now to really report on the stimulus other than they are talking and arguing between Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell right now. Okay, that's all I can tell you. There's just nothing else to say. The price of gold is almost up to $2,000 an ounce. If you're into precious metals, guys, and you already bought your gold in the past, before the last Great Recession, you are probably well aware that price of gold has shot through the roof, over $500 an ounce, and since the last year alone. I remember the gold was going for a time of 2008. It was going for about $1,300 an ounce. It's gone up. It's almost up to $2,000 now an ounce for gold, and silver is going up too. It's not that bad. It's going up, but it's not really moving at the same level. It did show a slight decline yesterday, but it will be going up because they are both industrial metals and used for many manufacturing processes in addition to money. I have not checked the price of platinum. I have not checked the price of palladium, but I got a feeling that they're probably going to be going up too as the economy is going to see more. Yes, very much aware of this. I don't know what you say about the FBI building. I am well aware of what Trump wants and why he wants it. Mr. Trumper, you got your son who's got construction ability. You have him build a fucking building, and then you rent it to the FBI. Or you can build a building, something there. Maybe you can build a mall. Maybe you can work on retail. But for God's sakes, don't keep pushing us to spend money we don't have. So I don't know where it says once the FBI for this hotel would be used by the FBI, he wants to rent rooms to the government. Fine, then he can build a building and he can rent the whole building to the government. Win-win. Hey, he can afford it. Have his son, Donald Trump Jr. of the Trump Foundation, build the business block, and then he could go ahead and rent the rooms or the office spaces to the government agencies that need them. There, problem solved. And that would be totally privately financed, and then he can then negotiate with other people to take in his rental space. There are other businesses that would would like to be able to have an office next to a hotel. But unfortunately, right now, commercial real estate is taking a nosedive. It is not doing well. People are leaving the cities at droves. People are losing their money for the rents and their businesses and their homes. And they're not going to jump at it right now. But it would be bringing work or bringing jobs for electricians, plumbers, carpenters, concrete, iron workers, whatever. Great for everybody, win-win. But are they going to do this? I don't know. But I really do think that it would be fantastic if our government could at least agree that, hey, something's got to happen, something's got to give. All right, it's that simple. Also, I'd like to remind you, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We really could use your subscribership. It would be fantastic if you are not a subscriber already. If you are, thank you. If you're not, please do join in. Click the up button, the like button, and send some likes. It really helps with the algorithm. Believe it or not, it does. The YouTube algorithm looks for the likes, especially for the small fries. So if you're a small channel and you get lots of likes, they will recommend you on the recommended search engines. However, yeah, big channels get top billing and the small guys get crap. But that's like Multimedia J had said, it's not fair that it's the way it is. Because like I said earlier on the show, people do not want the F-bombs in the show because they find it offensive. They also don't want the end loops either. One of my audience told me outright, they said, we don't want the end loops. We don't want those voices on the show saying those nasty words. We would rather see you focus on the world around us and cover the real world issues as much as we can. Well, here's one piece of real world issue right now. I actually had to take a bath today because I was hot and sweaty. That's obvious. I washed my hair and got cleaned up again. Yeah, it gets really, really hot in here, and I sweat, and then I don't smell so nice. So I took a bath today and got cleaned up and washed up, which I took a bath. This is the second bath in over 2 days, under 2 days. I actually took a bath on Monday. And now I just took a bath on Wednesday, and I'll probably end up taking a bath on Thursday. Damn, I hate to see my landlord's water bill, but yeah, you can't help it. The only thing is, speaking of rain, Connecticut did have some rain, but did we have enough to refill the reservoirs as of a couple days ago? I would think it'd help, but was it enough? I don't know. We have another possible tropical storm coming in. This one has the letter of L. Wait a minute. Okay, so what happened to I, J, and K? I have no idea. So right now it's a tropical depression, going to become a tropical storm, and I think it's Langley. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but the point is, it's coming. Hana was a super soaker and didn't do any significant damage to Texas, except was a super soaker and may have really reduced the temperature a tiny bit in Texas, but I don't know if it did a lot of good for everybody, but we'll find out. Again, we will be live tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, and yes, we will be playing World of Warcraft on the other channel at 10. Vanya is just about up to level 17, and we want to get her up to level 17. We're going to deal with the harvest monsters and Westfall. We got to kill 17 more of them suckers. I need to know if anybody would like to join me on the server called Westfall to go to the city of Westfall to take on the harvest monsters. Because we need to defeat 17 more of them to complete the next quest. And it's important to me. Next question is, what is going to happen with this channel in the future? Where is it going? The channel is going towards growth. We are growing in some ways and not growing in others. So we're going to try to have more shows in the day. How we're going to do it, I don't know. We're going to have to work on that because everybody wants to talk about coronavirus. Coronavirus is the big thing now. But the good news is coronavirus is slowly becoming less and less of an issue. I said slowly, not like right now, not like 2 weeks from now, not like 2 months ago. Just right now. It's not becoming a major issue for the coronavirus at this point. So, yeah, we're going to be seeing some definite improvement as well. So, don't worry about it, guys. We are going to be seeing some more growth as we go on and on and on. So, also, I mentioned the phone bill. I do want you to know that I did talk about this. I'm going to just bring it up real quick here. The phone bill is on the way. We now have our monthly baseline profile on the phone bill. So, here it is. Okay? Here it is. Here is the numbers. Okay? That's the numbers. That's how much a month we are paying. That is how much the credit was applied towards the bill for the donation. So, yes, we did reduce our donation bill and we did save money in the process. So, yeah, we did. Okay? Fantastic. We are making big moves in the positive way for the bill. Credit card debt is being reduced and my credit score has gone up to 636. Idea is I'm going to take $500 of the stimulus, whatever it is, and put it towards the Capital One to reduce the Equifax, TransUnion, and other credit reports to a lower balance and increase my credit score up to ideally 750 to 800. And of course, to do that may take a total of 3 years, but we will do that. That's what we are going to do. We are going to get our credit score up to 800, and then, if the economy allows it, we are going to go for a house. We're going to go for a down payment. We are going to get a future started in a place that is not a rental. By the way, I just talked to my landlord today. He's doing okay, but he's still recovering from his injury, and I told him, showed him how well I'm working now, how well I can walk, which is good. I am walking fine. Thank God. Also, Walter Wayburn's wife is doing very well, as she's now eating on her own. She's walking, she's talking, she's laughing. She's probably going to be coming home in less than a couple of days. Hoorah for him. Thank you very much, Walter. I'm so glad to know that your wife is doing better. It really makes a difference for everybody to know that your wife is beginning to get back on her feet again, and that she's doing very well and is not longer needing as much supplemental oxygen. She's definitely getting it back together. So for Walter Wayburn, I am so happy for your wife. I really am. I'm really glad that she's recovering. Now, since I don't know how many people are watching the show right now, I do see the comments, but they're not really moving along very fast. But that's okay. I guess it's not expected to be like a fast show. It's just going to be a fast little note about what's going on with the economy. Why didn't I vlog it instead of doing the live stream? Very simple, because the live streams don't take room off my hard drive. Duh. That's one reason. And second of all, on this link, it takes forever to upload a video that's 2 gigabytes in size. And yeah, it really can take that long, especially if you do 720p, which this is 720p. So yes, it makes a difference. For the future of the economy, getting this show out to you. Okay, protesters. We got the situation with the city of Portland, Oregon. The mayor is charging them for the fence $500 every 15 minutes, but refuses to send a contractor in to tear it down because of the issue of the risk of their contractors against the protesters and the federal officials that would probably be more likely to be very angry. So she's just saying, we are going to go ahead and we are going to charge them the fine of $500 every 15 minutes the fence is up, which is a violation of local zoning in the city of Portland, Oregon. City of Washington State is a mess. City of Arizona is a mess. And you think it's done? No. There's been more cases of protesting going on in the United States, and it's getting bad. It's in fact, this is going to potentially push the coronavirus back up into the stratosphere again. I just checked the city situation with the city of Oregon and city of Washington right now. They're holding their own. However, I don't think they are totally off the menu as far as being affected cases. That's bad. Remember, protesters are not necessarily wearing PPE, and they don't give a concern about the PPE. They just basically want to ruin and destroy. So that's fine. You're destroying your lungs, brothers and sisters. That's your problem. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. I wish you would be more responsible about it. I don't know why the city of Oregon, Portland, Oregon, and the federal government can't work this out together and solve these issues. But it's just not happening because the mayor said she will not have the local Portland, Oregon police working with the federal officials, which are basically barricading and defending a federal courthouse in Portland, Oregon. Wow. Okay. Just beautiful. Weather forecast in the next few days will be cooling down. We're going to be seeing temperatures in the low 30s, like the single 30, 31, 32 degrees Celsius. That's going to be about the same. But then it looks like extended forecast after the 3rd of August will be in the temperatures in the upper 20s, which is going to be nicer. Yeah, definitely. What happens if I do get my stimulus check? If everybody gets a stimulus check, as it was supposed to happen, and will happen, I hope before the 7th of August they will get this passed. Well, I definitely have a MacBook 2010 model on my dream list for one reason. Then I can do the same videos I'm doing right now. I'm on the porch, and I don't have to worry about sitting in the house. I don't have access to the same software I have here, so it means I don't have to worry about acting like I'm basically running a ghetto setup. I'll have a better setup and it'll be more efficient like it is here. Great. So no more kitchen release. Definitely not. I definitely think that the situation, though, in the case of the sanctuary cities, is definitely out of control. It's affecting everybody, and we all know that on both East and West Coast, there's a lot of Democratic strongholds. However, in the Midwest of the United States, we know that a lot of it is Republican strongholds. So yeah, you're going to see more of that. I like the way my hair looks, by the way. It's reddish ground color. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we're going to see the 2020 November 2nd election is going to be pivotal. There's going to be questions if Donald Trump is going to be in for the second term. Honestly, I don't see why he wouldn't be. I do see a good reason he could not be. However, I don't think he's going to really worry as long as he doesn't do any more boners for decisions, like, for example, allowing Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer to sit there and try to negotiate among each other when they can't even mediate with each other. This has got to be, somebody's got to act as arbiter between the two. Also, please, Mr. Trump, stop with your goddamn hotel, motel, a building, an office building next door for the FBI. Okay, I know you love the idea of the FBI being next door, and I know you want to make more government money from government contracts, but again, Trump Foundation, which is your son's operation right now, can certainly do the work. Build his own building and then rent it out to all businesses that may want commercial real estate in downtown Washington, D.C., whoever they may be. Okay, that's what I would do. And don't try to worry about trying to break the laws or anything. Please, Mr. Donald Trump Jr., don't break the laws. Just do it legally. Do it the right way. Also, unlike Barack Obama, Donald Trump is not the kind of president that says, I have a pen and I have a phone and I'll use it. Yeah, if you have a phone and a pen, why aren't you using it? Right now, Mr. Trump, you should be sending executive orders left and right, and you should be forcing the issue about getting the checks out to the people. He did say he was going to follow the Constitution of the United States when he took his oath, and he has been. But the problem is, we can see just how dysfunctional both the House and Senate are right now, and that's not good for us. Somebody is going to have to seriously pull the weight here. Right now, that would be our commander-in-chief, who has the ability to basically say to both of them, listen, we need the stimulus check. We need the rental protection, and we need make sure that people have money to spend money and pay their bills. Don't worry about the deficit. It's crisis, it's emergency. You can get your money other ways. Taxes, anyone? Yes, you can make it they can make it taxable income, just like they do for unemployment. So basically, they can say, I'm giving you $2,000 now, but when you file your 1099, it will determine how much money you are going to end up paying us back in tax returns. Of course, a lot of people in my income bracket, for example, will be tax exempt because I can file single 2. Okay? Single 2 because I'm legally blind, plus the 1 personal consumption. You can do that. Okay? And when I did that last time a couple years ago, I actually owed nothing. I got a huge chunk of refund. But I think what they're going to be doing with the stimulus is they're not going to be withholding income taxes or other taxes ahead of time. In other words, at the end of the year, in 2021, you will be paying up the nose for what you borrowed from the government, which is fine. That's how you return the money back to the coffers of the Treasury. That's fine. Think of it as a loan. I'm giving you a loan, which you will repay on April 15th. That's what I would do. Second of all, I would do is I would not sit there and let somebody try to boondoggle me and say, let's come up with this huge friggin' scary omnibus bill. I would say, no, let's go for little bills that are easy to pass one by one. This way we can focus on the ones that need to be done and not wait until everybody has to agree on all the pieces of a bill of legislation, especially when you have a time constraint on your hand. If you want other things that are lower priority, yes, that's fine. If you got things that are important, the stimulus check, for example, may help people avoid evictions. Get that bill done. Eviction moratoriums are already ended in many states. Landlords are already itching at the trigger finger with their attorneys to throw people out in the street. Not good. Not good. Really, it is not good. But maybe things will change for the better as we go on in the economy. Right now we got 2 people watching, 3 people watching. Oh, that's good, that's good. Since they're listening to kind of those impromptu shows that doesn't even seem to have a real schedule. So let's take a look at some of the comments I got here. More like sanitation. Sanctuary, more like a sanitarium. Okay. I do think that, as I said, the situation is atrociously bad, and I think we have to do something to avoid these protests from getting any worse. They are everywhere. They're just like the COVID-19 virus. They are everywhere, and not in a good way. Okay, that's pretty simple. By the way, how's my eyes doing? My eyes are doing fine. Today we are doing good in my neighborhood. My right eye is about where it would be normally. And it seems like it's gaining a little bit more resolution with my right eye. Thus, the importance to continue with the eye drops which we will do, because the eye drops are working. You can't see eye drops are helping my eyes to clear up. If I can keep applying them every day like I'm supposed to, the cataract will eventually be a thing of the past, or will be very strongly mitigated and not a major issue. This again is where I want to thank all of you who've been helping to support my channel for the last few months, especially after I came back home on February 5th and had to face all kinds of hardships because of my disability, of my injury. I really appreciate your support, and I wanted to say that to everybody. If you're new to this channel, or you're watching the rerun, and I'm sure you will be watching the rerun, a lot of people do, congratulations. Thank you very much for subscribing. It would be much appreciated. Don't forget to throw a few likes in the like jar. It would help get our show up into the recommended videos. This is where you guys come in. It's through you, the viewers, that our videos can go viral. Now, I know it's hard to compete against CNN, CNBC, and ABC, and Fox, and PBS, and all those big guys, but that's okay. We're gonna grow. We're gonna grow this channel. We are gonna grow this channel, or I'm gonna fucking die trying. There, threw one F-bomb out for you. But we are going to try to grow this channel and move this thing on to the deluxe apartment in the YouTube sky. Like and subscribe. Thanks, Bob. Also, are we going to have more phone calls tonight? Probably, most likely, yes. And will we have our 7 o'clock show? Yes. And we are going to have our 10 o'clock World of Warcraft gameplay? Yes, on the other channel. I still would like to go get some helpers for against the harvest monsters in Westfall. So if anybody wants to help Vanya take them down so she can get on and move on with her next level of the game, that'd be fantastic. Also, we still need help finding the 2 dead bodies, and we still need help finding the wood blocks for the Eastvale logging camp. So if you can help me in that area finding the wood, that'd be great. You'll notice that my characters in now have been greatly improving their ability to fight properly with less work. And my characters are growing very strong and very powerful. Thank you to the help of playing games so much. I don't think it hurt me any. How's my weight going? Well, my weight is... I don't have a scale, so I can't give you numbers, but I can tell you... my chin shrank. Yay! But my belly shrank too, but not by much. But still, it's doing better. Also, you'll notice that my eyes are way open. Yeah. Okay, so it's just good, means my eyes are working better. They're not so squinty anymore, which is great too. Let's see. When anything last in report? No, not really. Well, obviously, right now, there isn't too much else to report on the stimulus, but when I find information, I will report it and put it in the 2020 playlist, because that's this year, 2020 playlist. I'll be also expanding that to cover more than just the stimulus, as we are mainly a news channel with some entertainment as well. We do enjoy videos and entertainment, so let's talk about that. But I definitely do want to get the MacBook 2010, because it's the MacBook I wanted the whole time. It's the white polycarbonate, and I really think that'll be fantastic to have. I could go with a 2015, is it 2013 15 inch? I think it's 2000, which is the other MacBook, which is highly regarded. It has a standard keyboard. It doesn't have the butterfly piece of shit that they were selling for a while. It's just nice. And it can be upgraded to 16 gigabytes of RAM, and can run El Cabot or Mojave. I think it can run Mojave, or it can run Catalina using DOS Dude's upgrader, if you want to get that far. But the Mac we have now, the 2009 Mac Pro, has been doing fantastic for the channel. We have seen a lot of great work. Thanks to, okay, I know the video you're seeing is like, why is it jumpy like this? Is because it's a processor issue. As I said, Cam Twist doesn't use the dedicated graphics capability to do this, whereas OBS, which is doing the streaming, does. So if I was to do the same video on OBS, which I can't, because every time I try, it doesn't work. At least not the way I'm used to working. Doesn't mean you can't. I haven't tried it. There is macros in the OBS. I have not yet figured out how to write the scripts to do the same thing with the date, the time, and the things that I've been doing for the. Otherwise the scripts could be pretty much dropped in from this software into OBS, but that's not how it works right now. Okay, so I guess that's about it right now, guys. I'll see you at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. All I wanted to say is thank you very much for watching the show. I will try my best to get this show up. We'll try to cover you with more information as we can. So, for now,